Brought to you by StationHouseCoffee.com and Amazon Prime.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Swipe Up, the 80th episode of the show where I share some of my favorite posts from Instagram. Let's get it started with a show that I've been binging like crazy, a podcast, I should say, called Spoil the Beans. It is a podcast and also a YouTube show. And here's a clip from their recent episode where they talk about Seabiscuit. Basically, there's two hosts. One host knows the movie, the other one doesn't. The one that does explains the movie to the one that doesn't. And they're both comedians, and it's really hilarious. And this was at the end of Seabiscuit. So let's check out this clip right now.
When it mattered, dog.
Oh, man.
What a fucking movie, huh?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
Seabiscuit, guys.
Dude,
We gotta have that Seabiscuit mentality.
America, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna fucking get through this.
Yep.
And then we're gonna eat the rich.
We're not gonna do that.
We're gonna get through this because we're fucking awesome. All of us are fucking awesome. And we're gonna eat the rich. And that's Seabiscuit. We'll see you next week.
I love it. Hasan Minhaj. Wait, no. Yeah, Assange Ahmad and Derek Poston. My bad, guys. I love that show. Go subscribe now. If you love movies, it's a fun one. It's an interesting premise. But moving on now to a couple, and also the Seabiscuit. There's another clip, a very similar clip about eating the rich. But the story, the plot of Seabiscuit, very much inspirational. And yeah, eat the rich, people. Especially if you're unemployed, still haven't gotten that stimulus check yet. Maybe bills are past due. There's a lot of people that are pretty royally fucked right now. So if you're hungry, eat the rich. Moving on to another stand-up comedian from another podcast that I love, All Fantasy Everything. This is Cool Guy Jokes. Was part of many comedians who were part of Will Smith's new comedy stand-up series. This Joker is a Quibi show, which Quibi, I believe, is a new streaming platform that's formatted for vertical viewing, so formatted for watching on your phone. It has like short format TV shows, and I'm sure this would have, just short 10-minute sets, which is kind of when they do those kind of comedy where there's multiple comedians. I forget what it's called when they do that, but they do a lot of shorter sets. So I'd imagine it's like 10, 15-minute sets. But David Bory, who is one of the hosts of All Fantasy Everything, is one of the comedians, as well as Demi Adichie, who used to be a host of another HeadGum show, Pump Up the Jam, which is still around with the other co-host. But Demi is hilarious, super talented. And Cool Guy Jokes is amazing. David is hilarious as well. He also has a short film on Vimeo called The Lot, I believe. So go check that out. But yeah, super excited to see this. I don't know Quibi. I don't know what it costs, but it's awesome that comedians were able to, anytime comics are able to get their stuff out there, it's always good. It was a great time for comedy until comedy and everything else was canceled. But yeah, wanted to share that. Now, moving on to an MMA fighter that has a lot of respect, who is a hero. He is a heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. He is also a firefighter who works full-time as I believe it's full-time as a firefighter. And he's also the heavyweight champion of the UFC, the United Fighting Championships of America. But he's more focused on trying to help people during this crisis. He is one of the people on the front lines. Firefighters, if 911 gets called, generally firefighters are the first to show up. And he is one of the few and the proud. So go support him. And I'm looking forward to the next time he's in the cage. I believe he's fighting DC for a rematch, the rubber match. I hope he wins. I'm a huge fan of Stipe's, and if DC wins, he's just retiring. And after this, like, I can't see DC after this Corona thing. He's getting older and old. It's going to be like 2 years past the time he was going to retire. But go follow Stipe. He's a great dude up in Ohio. One of the few good people in Ohio. Ohio's insane. Moving on now to Ari Shaffir, one of my favorite stand-up comedians, is doing a 30-day yoga challenge on his new YouTube channel, Skeptic Tank Pod on YouTube. So go subscribe. It's going to have video versions of his podcast, The Skeptic Tank, but it's also right now has a 30-day yoga challenge. So every day he's posting a new yoga lesson. He is an amateur, but he is a professional comedian, but he's amateur yogi. So from everything that I've heard from reliable sources, he is the go-to if you want to get into yoga. In kind of comedy yoga. Let's call it comedy yoga. Ari Shaffir invented comedy yoga. So if you want to see a new genre of yoga that was invented by a stand-up comedian who's no longer able to do stand-up comedy because everybody's canceled, go check out Ari Shaffir's YouTube page, Skeptic Tank Pod. But I want to get into yoga, so I'll probably start. Maybe I'll be a few days delayed. But this is for sure where I'm going to pop my yoga cherry, finally. But go check it out. Ari's amazing. And follow him on Twitter. He's always promoting other comedians, and he's great. He's a great artist in that community for sure. And finally, Station House Coffee posted one of the sponsors of the show, the official coffee sponsor of the Ray Taylor Show, Station House Coffee, stationhousecoffee.com, is a small coffee company out in Vermont that supplies a lot of small vendors in the area, but now is trying to adapt to the online sales. But this is just posting that there's delivery of a special things like meats and things like that you would get from farmers markets and different markets around town that are the Stafford Village Farm. So awesome stuff there. Go support independent businesses, stationhousecoffee.com. Station House Coffee. Give them a follow. But that's it for this episode of Swipe Up. Let's do some shout outs and get out of here. Shout out to Spoil the Beans. Shout out Derek Poston. Shout out Assange Ahmad. Shout out Cool Guy Jokes 87. Shout out Will Smith, Stipe Miocic. Shout out Ari Shaffir and Station House Coffee. Be sure to check out our sponsors once again, because our sponsors help support the show. StationHouseCoffee.com and Station House Coffee on Instagram for small batch, single origin, premium coffee from Thetford Center, Vermont. Go buy coffee now. Amazing coffee from a small business. Support small business, delivered directly to you. And get 30 days free of Amazon Prime. InspiredDisorder.com/Prime is the link you go to. InspiredDisorder.com/Prime is where you go to get your 30 days free of instant movies, thousands of movies and TV shows, amazing movies and TV shows, I may add. Also, you can borrow Kindle books. Also, 2-day shipping for free. No limits on what you need to buy. There may be delays because of coronavirus, but go sign up now for 30 days free trial of Prime and support the show. Go to the link, InspiredDisorder.com/Prime. Sign up now if you don't already have Amazon Prime. Support our sponsors because they support us. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go buy my artwork over at InspiredDisorder.com and save 25% when you use coupon code RTS. Follow this show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!